Sign of the Times, episode 104, from an undisclosed bunch of rockses next to this pond-looking fishing pole thing. Undisclosed body of water, we'll call it. In this episode, 104, dedicated to the late Gentleman Jim Chadwick. So, hopefully we'll do Gentleman Jim some justice here. People that love the snaps will enjoy the business card of Casey Carlisle, whom I love, the hashtag NWA World Women's Champion, the hashtag best in the world. Facebook, Formspring, the YouTube, which you might be watching right now. Right now. Otherwise, it's a little bit off. And the Twitter, where you can follow me, yet not literally. Not like your Stevie following George Mack, knowing exactly how many paces it is from the bedroom to the bathroom and back. You could follow me like Karn Alexander, or you could follow me like Beast Barnett, something like that. Team Bad News, who I will discuss in a little while, with Casey Carlisle. Look at that. Now, they'd be a formidable team. Imagine a Troy Miller, Casey Carlisle tag team valeted by Missy Liz. They'd be unstoppable. Unstoppable. And then look at that. Angry Casey. Casey probably angry she didn't think of that. I don't think this will be the costume this year. I think Casey Carlisle has decided on a Stevie Jonak Halloween costume. But look at this. At one point, she wore that. Or she may just go out like that. She might just be trick or treat. I'm the NWA World Women's Champion. Give me something. Look at this. You could get that. The angry Casey next to a steel cage gimmick for all your trick or treat needs. All your trick or treat needs. Or you could get that one. Look at that. Who would not want that if they went to a house, they trick or treated, begging for treats, and you got that to give them? Holiday made. Team IOU comic books. You could throw that in as well. So, this week, kind of a busy week, Sunday, we have, as I mentioned, one of Team Bad Knees, Troy Miller. Troy Miller going to be discussing his bad knees, heroes and legends, and the challenge laid out in episode 100 by young Chaos James, former SCW Tag Team Champion, whom Troy Miller has promised a response to said challenge. So it should be a very interesting program. Maybe Miss Elias will call in and give her thoughts on Troy Miller. I think she is fond of him. I think she is somewhat fond of Troy Miller. But we'll have to see what happens. Maybe Casey Carlisle will also call in, despite her being at a show, and give a yay or nay on this tag team. Because I think it's a brilliant stroke of genius. Yes. So, Monday, more or less free. Tuesday, the lounge with Stevie. She'll probably be on and on and on about George Mack this, Darth Carter that. Hope they fight it out for me, whatever it is she's talking about this week. I think she's got a fixation. And how she got Darth Carter on the show last week is beyond me. Thought we were rid of the idiot, but apparently we are not. Maybe he'll call in this week. Be all pomegranate fruit pie this. How shall I say that? Hate that guy. Hopefully someone will take his own shake weight and stick it right up where even Casey Carlisle won't look at it. Perhaps in that battle royal at HPW. Let's face it, it might be me. It might be me that does it. Wednesday, I'm on a flight. I'm headed out on tour, so I'll be in the air. Wednesday evening, looking kind of free. Who knows? Thursday, Halloween. Hopefully people will be giving out Casey Carlisle pictures as I go house to house, knocking on doors and inspecting for such. Hopefully, wherever I am, that will happen. Friday, Johnny DeBest will be on the show. His first time, yet another great Alaskan guest. I personally may not be on the show too long because I will be at 1151 South Kentucky Avenue at the Outlaw Arena getting ready to destroy the third generation superstar that is JKO JR. So kid, nice career you had a good run. Sorry it has to come to an end, but it does. It does. Next Saturday, HPW, where I will impartially officiate. I think it's Jenny Blue Druthers, I don't know. It's not really important, but that broad be taken on Casey Carlisle, the best in the world. I will, like Fonzie, call it right down the middle. Impartiality intact, despite what Beast Barnett thinks. And how can Beast Barnett be impartial when you heard fast answers and slow questions? Obviously he does not have impartiality during bronze matches. So I call him out on that. And if he tries to interfere in that match, I will just right across the beak. Right across the beak. Maybe I'll throw him in this undisclosed body of water. So Beast, try to interfere in that match, and into the drink you go. Into the drink you go. So to review. Sunday, Troy Miller of Team Baddies. Gonna respond to Kane's challenge. Maybe we'll do a round of word association. We might. Monday, more or less free. Tuesday, the lounge. Stevie gonna be all, I wish Darth Carter was here, and George Mack should be here so I can tell him exactly how many steps it takes to get from his kitchen to his dining room. I just happen to know. Why is that creepy? I just looked it up on Google, and why does that make me a stalker? It does. It really, 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 really does. Freak. Wednesday, be headed out on tour. Be headed out on tour. Thursday, trick-or-treating for Casey Carlisle autographed memorabilia. If someone out there has Casey Carlisle t-shirts to hand out, I will be at your home, knocking on your door, and or ringing the doorbell, because I want one. Friday, Johnny DeBest on the show, but I will be at the Outlaw Arena, kicking around 15-year-old kids. It's a living. Saturday, HPW, the 15-year anniversary, where after the Casey Carlisle victory, if she happens to win, which let's face it, she probably will. What are the odds she won't? She's the best in the world. Maybe I'll have a little something for Jerry Wilson. Maybe I'll take Darth Carter, beat him down, shine him up, and stick him right up the can of Jerry Wilson himself. That sounds like a great plan, as a matter of fact. And then I will paint a picture of, like, the winner of the Miss OVW contest, who should have never won because she didn't win any of the preliminary contests, yet she won the overall contest. I will paint her picture on the back of Jerry Wilson, and then he will get double screwed by some giant Frankenstein-looking individual who will go after Darth Carter, shove him even farther up the can of Jerry Wilson, and it will take firemen using the jaws of life to pry them from the nether regions of one Kingfish Jerry Wilson. And if you don't think that's truly accurate, you're wrong. So firemen, you're in the battle royal, bring the jaws of life to pry them from Jerry Wilson. And then you better hope he has stock in the biggest can of hemorrhoid cream you can imagine, because he's going to need it. He's really going to need it. So that's pretty much what's going on. So episode 104, dedicated to gentleman Jim Chadwick, who sadly passed away